customers take the time to complain about a service failure. And to let you understand this properly, I would say that for each complaint that exists, there are at least, there are like 10 people which are unsatisfied. So if you have a person giving you a bad survey for a reason or another, there are another 10 people who are experiencing the same problem with you, but they may not take the time to make the complaint or fill up the survey. Did you understand that? Okay, so again, for each problem there are 10 other problems. Yeah? For each case there are another 10 unsatisfied customers. Remember this? Okay. A typical dissatisfied customer says or tells to 8-10 people about his unpleasant experience. And if you ask me, I would say it's 10. Okay? And 1 in 5 unsatisfied customers would say to another 20 people about his unpleasant experience. Okay? Or a typical one tells to 8 to 10, 1 in 5 tells to 20. Okay? How about bloggers? People writing on blogs, because perhaps when those statistics were done, there are no bloggers yet. Okay, the internet was not that developed. So imagine when an unsatisfied person writes on a blog or sends an email to a big mailing list. That's much more severe. A satisfied customer only tells 5 people about how well he was handled. Okay? Do you see? If a typical dissatisfied customer tells to 8-10 people about his problem, or 1 in 5 tells 20, or even on the internet, on the blogs, you'll see that one satisfied customer will only say to 5 people. Yeah, see the difference about how well he was handled. Okay, I want you to know this and be convinced of it. Now, we want to make a calculation. We are calculating the potential cost of a lost customer due to a service failure. And we'll make an exercise about it. But before that, we'll have to know 2 things. One thing is called the average lifetime value, customer lifetime value, or CLV. It's called average customer lifetime value. And the second thing is called the ripple effect. And we'll see now what means each of them. Okay? Let's see what means CLV, or the customer lifetime value. The customer lifetime value is the average amount one customer might be expected to spend with one business over a lifetime. It's not his lifetime, but it's the business lifetime. Now, to let you understand, I want you to calculate something. In your life, until now, it happened that you made shopping from a certain place for a long time. For a few years it happened, yeah? When you were living in Spain, didn't you make shopping from a supermarket for a few years? You did. How about you? Do you used to make shopping from a supermarket for a few years? Remember? Do you remember what would be the average amount of money that you spend once? Okay, it happens that once you spend 100 euros, but it happens that once you spend 10 euros. So what would make the average? Average would be, you think of the average amount of money you spent once in that place and write down the number. Average, yeah? Not the highest, not the lowest. in the middle. Okay? Did you write down the number?
Of all the 2 years?
No, you write down the average number that you spent one time with that shop. Okay? One time. Okay, how many times a month did you buy and spend this money? So, multiply that number with the number of time you spend that money a month, every month. Average, yeah? It's an average cost, an average everything. Yeah, did you multiply and you have the result already made? Alright. Now, how many months are in a year? There are 12. So, multiply that number with 12. So you have a result. Now, multiply that number with the number of years you've been using that supermarket or shop or whatever business. So multiply how many years did you use? Okay? And you'll have a final result of how much money you spend with that shop for its shop, for the shop's lifetime. Yeah? I mean, the lifetime with you. Okay? So that's called the customer lifetime value for that specific shop. Let's see what is the ripple effect. The ripple effect is the impact of a service failure beyond the initial incident. And when I say that, I will tell you, you go to that shop and suddenly they have problems. Dirty, the service is bad, they close the door in your nose, they talk back to you, they are rude and things like this. And you're not happy with them. Okay? And let's go back to the statistics. Remember what we're saying? That you are complaining. So for each unsatisfied person, there are other people who are also unsatisfied. And another people have the same amount of money that they're spending for the few years. So multiply this money with 10. It's by 10 times because there are another 10 people having the same problem. And remember that you might be that person who says to another 10 people about the problem. You tell your friends and the cousins and family, don't buy from that, don't go there again, don't go there again, 10 times. So they are losing business because you are influencing those people. So multiply that with another 0 because it's another 10. Or if you are one of the 5 who says to 20 people, multiply that with 20. It depends who you are, or do this and that when you have an idea. Yeah? And how about you being the blogger and say to much more people about the problem? Do you see how much the number, how big the number became? This is the ripple effect. This is the impact of their service failure beyond the initial incident. They will lose you, they will lose another 10, and they will lose another 10 or another, you know, according to the problem they have. Okay, so did you understand everything? How do you find it? It's a big thing.
Numbers.
It's a big thing. What is your number?
44,000 euros.
Wow, and yours?
1 million.
You're talking about bronze, late, yeah? No, what were it? Euros, wow, imagine that. So those people are really losing a lot of money, isn't it? Yes, they do. Okay.